Thanks, Ben.
All right. It is set up. We are live streaming. We are almost ready to go here. One more second. Come on, computer. There we go. I think we got it. All right. Well, hey, welcome to Ninja Class, everybody. Wednesday, February 1st. Excited to hang out with you guys for a few minutes today. We do this every single week. Welcome and thank you for being part of the Sales Ninja Insiders. You know what we do during Ninja Class. It is a time for skill set development. We role play through. You get real-time coaching and feedback on one of four areas that you can choose from based on the content that you've learned and the training that you're going through from the Sales Ninja Insiders membership area. I hope that you're taking advantage of that members area. I hope that you're in there digging through that content, learning about your gatekeeper approach, your decision maker handshake, your opening of your DM conversation, or the opening of your employee conversation. Those are the four that we work through every single week. Everybody probably knows how this works. If you don't, you're going to figure it out real quick. Who would like to kick us off this morning?
I ain't scared. What are we doing?
There we go. All right, Megan. Which one would you like to choose? You want to do your gatekeeper approach, your decision maker handshake, opening of the EE, or opening of the DM?
Let's do gatekeeper approach.
I love it. Let's go. Gatekeeper approach. I will be your gatekeeper. You just called me. Ring, ring. Hey, this is Zach, ABC Company. How can I help you?
Hi, Zach. This is Megan Booth. I'm just trying to see if you have a couple minutes on your schedules next week, maybe. I am with Aflac. I will tell you that. I also do other things, but honestly, I don't want to sell you anything. I want to educate you. And if you'll allow me 15 minutes next week, and if you don't find value out of that 15 minutes, I will never bother you again. How does that sound?
I have no
maybe
idea.
Next Wednesday?
I don't make any of those type of decisions. I am so confused about what you're asking.
Okay, so we're talking about your benefits package. Who is it that handles your benefits?
We don't have any benefits.
None at all? Wow. Okay, so all right. Maybe who's the boss man? Is the boss man or woman?
I mean, it would be Gene, but honestly, it's not something that we're going to be interested in.
Okay. Can you maybe tell me why? I don't want to push. I just need to understand why you don't have a benefits package and why it's not interesting. Is it because?
So, time out. So, Megan, is this your first Ninja Class?
No.
Okay.
I just.
So
I'm
when you
a little
come to Ninja Class, you give a verbal permission for me to get straight to the point on the coaching piece of this, right?
Yep.
Fantastic.
Let me have it.
Here it comes. That was not good.
Yeah, it's terrible. You got me off guard.
There's a couple of things there that we need to pay very close attention to. For starters, I don't think it would be normal that you would call a gatekeeper and immediately go into how do I get on your calendar. I would believe it that you'd call a gatekeeper and try to get on the boss's calendar, and even that is going to be extremely inefficient and ineffective in most cases. I know you've watched the YouTube videos because I see your comments all the time, but make sure that you're really you need to go back and really practice through that gatekeeper approach, who I am, why I'm calling, what I'm going to ask for, who, why, what. There wasn't any framework for me to be able to coach you on. You'd have to go back to that framework. This was going to go down a overcoming objections route, confrontation.
Mm-hmm.
Well, how come you're not interested? What is it about it specifically that's not interested? I mean, I don't want to be pushy, but I'm going to be pushy anyway. How come you ain't interested? Does that make sense?
Yes, sir. Does. Right. Honestly, it was off guard. That's all it was.
All right. That's all right. That's why we practice right now. We practice when it doesn't count so that when it counts, right? So that's what this is all about. Great job doing it in front of your peers. I mean, you got 9 people on video right now. Welcome to all of you guys that are here. Oh my gosh, we got 15 on. Hey, if you're on and not on video, you have a 0% chance of getting direct coaching and feedback. So if you're able, I would appreciate it if you're able to join us on video, please do so. Megan, you know the rules, just pass the ball if you would.
All right, I'm gonna pass the ball to, let's see, who's got camera on? Let's go with Brian. No, wait, he's got his camera on. Hakeem Crosby?
Hakeem,
Or
what's going on,
Okay.
Hakeem? Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you too, Zach. Good to see
Hey,
everyone.
Hakeem, you came to like the last, I don't know, 4 or 5 ninja classes of 2022, and what we saw in 4 or 5 weeks worth of ninja classes from you, unbelievable development. So congratulations, my friend. I hope your wife is recovering and doing very, very well post healing and everything. Welcome back to ninja class. Welcome back to 2023. I'm excited to spar with you this morning.
She's doing very well.
Awesome. Which one of those 4 are we attacking today, brother?
We are attacking the decision maker conversation.
Okay, so we're going to go to the conversation, right?
Yes.
All right, so here's what I'm going to challenge you with. I actually want to back you up one step. We're going to go DM handshake. And then if you do good, I'll give you the appointment and we'll roll into the DM appointment. How about that?
Okay.
All right, let's see
And
what
you
you
know
got.
what?
DM handshake. I just came out and greeted you in the office, or you've got me on the phone. I don't care. It's the same exact methodology either way. The point is, we are finally making contact. Let's see what you got.
Zach, thank you
Yes, sir.
so much for taking the time to see me. I have been trying to just get a handshake from you for a couple of weeks, actually.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
Zach, I work with small businesses who either are offering benefits and want to enhance those benefits, or don't offer benefits and want to offer benefits but think they can't afford it.
Okay.
Are you currently offering benefits?
We do have some benefits right now. I don't know that we're looking to make any type of changes or anything.
Okay, well, I'd like to just be able to sit down with you. Let me ask you this. Zach. Are you the type of owner that really wants the best for your employees?
Oh, of course. Yeah. We take good care of them.
Okay. I want to sit down with you. Give me 20 minutes next week. And I want to show you what I do. I promise I won't take any.
Stop. All right. So I know I caught you off guard also. That was somewhat intentional. Actually, it was 100% intentional.
Yeah. And you know what, Zach?
He messing with us today.
I should have chose that one anyway.
That's all right. We're still gonna do your opening of your DM conversation, but a couple of things, right? Framework: who, what, who I am, who I serve, what I'm gonna ask for, right? Or what I do for the who I serve. Who I am, who I serve, what I do for the who I serve. Hi, I'm Hakeem. Nailed it. Thank you so much, man. I've been trying to reach out to you for a couple of weeks. Fantastic. Your opening was great. You paused. You let me talk. I give you 5 stars on your very initial opening. Your avatar was terrible. There was no avatar. There wasn't a very specific. There was absolutely no emotional connection with the who you serve, so that I could identify and go, oh my gosh, that's totally me, or that's totally not me. So much so, you tried to recover from it. Several many sentences later. Let me ask you this: are you the type of owner who cares? Right? I went ahead and gave you a soft pitch and said, yes, I am. But what if I told you no? Like, I mean, yeah, my employees are fine, but what is your point? Like, what is it that you want? Right? We went too long. There was too many words, and it boils down to this, right? Y'all, whenever we focus on what we want, well, what I would like to do is get 20 minutes on your schedule next week. I don't care what you want. I could care less that you want 20. Of course you want time on my calendar. So does every other salesperson. It's the exact thing I don't want to give you. And the only way I'm going to give it to you is either we have to get into an objections battle and one of us is going to win and one of us is going to lose, or you could give me something so valuable, so juicy, so leaned in going, man, based on that, Hakeem, yes, I will meet with you for 20 minutes based on that. If you promise me that it's 20 minutes based on that, let's meet based on that. Are y'all following me? The challenge is for the vast majority of us, we have gotten really good at not listening to what's being said at all. All we do is hear whatever they're objecting to, overcome it, and tell them why we would like to meet anyway. Who's guilty? Just me? Just me and Hakeem. Me and Hakeem are the only guilty. Okay, that's what I thought, right?
I'm guilty. Guilty.
Hakeem, who you are, who you
Sir.
serve, what you do for the who you serve. Nail that avatar down, because had you done that properly and I said, man, actually, yeah, we already offer benefits, your opportunity right there. Fantastic. I love getting to work with people who value their employees and already have benefit programs in place.
Mm.
Does that make sense?
That's
Yes.
so good. Yes.
So you can just come back to and verify, man, that's awesome. You are the avatar I serve. Would you be willing to meet with me for about 20, 30 minutes and see if we can help you or fill in any gaps or do some things that your insurance maybe isn't doing for you? Well, like what, Hakeem? Clarifying question, not objection. Do you understand the difference?
Mhm.
Yes.
The better you guys get at clarifying your avatar plus desire, the more I will ask clarifying questions. I will stop objecting. Like, this is what happens for real in the field. And if you'll take advantage of it, powerful. Is that helpful?
Yes. Zach, I want to stop real quick. I told a friend about you who's watching us live. He just sent a picture of watching us on YouTube. So I was like,
And
you gotta
so-
watch him.
So Zach, let me ask you this. So it's all right to ask them if they offer benefits, right?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't care if you ask them if they offer benefits or not. I mean, if you're not already in the broker world, if you're not in being a broker selling multi-line product, then honestly, it candidly doesn't matter if you ask them about it or not. Therefore, because it doesn't matter, because you can't do anything about it, I probably wouldn't ask the question. Does that make sense?
Okay.
If you're one of
Yeah.
my brokers and you're in the brokerage world and you're multi-line appointed and you're selling benefits and blah, 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 then your avatar can actually be quite a bit more evolved than it can be as a single carrier rep, because you have more tools in your tool belt. It's that simple. Does that help, Hakeem?
Yes.
All right. So who you are, hi, I'm Hakeem. Man, I love getting to work with small business owners that genuinely care about their employees, take care of their employees, have either offer benefits or have thought about offering benefits. Is that you? Give me that easy. We love to overcomplicate stuff, don't we, Hakeem?
Yeah, but you're right. That is very easy.
All right, let's go ahead and I want to give you an opportunity now to do what you asked for, which was the opening of your DM conversation. So you managed to get a different appointment with a different guy. You probably didn't get that one, but you got a different appointment with a different guy. And here we go. We're sitting down at the desk together. It's your time to shine. Let's see what you got as you open your DM convo.
Zach, thank you so much for taking the time to see me today.
Yeah, you bet, man. Looking forward to it.
I know your time is I know your time is valuable, and out of respect for your time, I want to get right to why I'm here. Is that okay with you?
Man, I'm going to get up and give you a hug if that's the case.
Okay. The reason I'm here is I want to win your business. And if you see value in what I do, then I'll definitely tell you how we move forward. But if you don't see any value, then I'll help you kick me out. Fair enough?
I'm loving where this is headed.
Is there anyone else, Zach, who's involved in your decision-making process?
Nope, not here.
Okay. All right. In order for me to, so what I'm looking for here is when I'm done, like I said, if you see value, fine. If you don't, then, we'll leave. I'll shake your hand. So I'm looking for a yes or a no. Okay.
Okay.
So it's
Fair enough.
just that easy. If you say no, and it's okay to say no. So in order for me to explain what I do, I need to tell you a story. Is that okay?
All right. Give it up for Hakeem. All right, Hakeem, quick coach. What'd you think about how you just did? How did you open that thing?
I thought it did well.
Okay. I'm going to open it up real quick. Anybody else got feedback on just how that DM conversation got open quickly?
I think it was great. He was himself. He laid it out there on, hey, if you don't see value, I will leave. I'll help you open the door. I won't come back. I love that.
Okay. Anybody else? Not everybody at once. Okay, got it. All right, Hakeem. Here's what I got for you. It was good, but it wasn't great. And the reason it wasn't great is because you repeated yourself 3 times. Like once you got it out there, you've laid it out. I agreed to it. I said, man, that sounds great. I'll give you a hug. Make sure you guys are listening, right? I'll get up and give you a hug. Well, don't hug me just yet. Maybe by the time we're done with this thing, you'll love it. Maybe you won't. But either way, I want you to feel very comfortable to give me a yes or give me a no. Is that fair? That's fair. Now move on. It wasn't necessary to repeat it a second time and then to repeat it a third time. Begin to get weird. Like I was like, why is this guy saying the same thing 3 times? Once is good. Like once you got it out there, fantastic. Is there anybody else involved in the decision making? I said no in this case. I could have said yes. I should have said yes just to see how you would have handled that. But either way, fantastic. I love that you clarified that. All right, well then let's get started. Like in order for me to help you kind of understand what we do, I love to tell this goofy little story. Is it okay if we talk through a little story about what I do? Sure. And then you roll right into it. Your opening was great had you done it 1 time, not 3 times. All right, toss the ball.
Let's go with my man Brad.
Well, we got Brad and Brad DeBow. Which Brad?
Let's go with, I don't see another Brad. Oh, he's got his, okay, let's go with Brad DeBow. That's what I was looking at.
All right, DeBow.
I had to first figure out how to unmute. I think I'll go with gatekeeper.
Let's do it.
I'm sure hoping I can you can help me out. My name is
I'll
Brad.
do my best. What's going on?
I'm doing well. See, I stopped in today because I specialize in working with small, local, almost family-owned businesses that really care about their people. Trying to.
Ooh, I don't know if that's us, Brad.
What?
I don't know if that's us.
I got to turn you up, Zach, because I'm not. You're soft. Everybody else was loud. Go ahead. What'd you say?
I said, I don't know if that's us.
I just try to come up with ways for employees to deal with this ridiculous world that's insurance. If you guys even had some insurance programs around here, who would deal with that?
You're talking to him.
That is awesome. Say, how many folks do you have here?
We got 12. I mean, we're pretty stinking small, Brad.
Hey, work with an awful lot of people this size, and try to find things that make sense to them, make sense to their employer. Didn't want to take up a bunch of your time today, but I was hoping we could set up a time to get together for about 20 or 30 minutes and see whether we could do something that would make sense for you and your people.
I mean, I don't want to waste your time. We've looked at different programs before. We have never found a fit of anything we were looking for. It's just kind of out of our budget. So I just don't want to waste your time.
Well, my specialty is working with, I should have had a qualifying question first. So you've looked at benefits, you don't really have anything in place right now, but the cost was the issue.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that doesn't surprise me. I've seen a lot of situations like this. My specialty is coming up with cost-effective benefit packages that your people
Okay, stop.
really. Okay.
Time out.
Mm.
All right. Give it up for Brad.
Way to go, Brad.
Because we're running a little bit short on time, so I'm going to go ahead and just do these quick coaches instead of opening up all the quick coach conversations. Hopefully you guys will just listen and pay very close attention to the advice that I'm going to give each person. You need to be making notes and you need to be making mental notes. Go back and watch this stuff on YouTube. It will help you quite a bit. So Brad, you opened up your gatekeeper approach. We're going to go all the way back to that. Fantastic job. We had an audio issue there for a minute, but you found out real quick that you happened to be talking to the guy, and that's where you had to roll into your DM handshake, right? Wow, that guy. Okay, cool. Make sure that you guys always, like rule number one, even in role play. And in fact, in role play, I would argue that it's almost more important in role play that you practice exactly how you communicate. Here's what you're doing really well. You're communicating extremely, you're talking nice and slow. You're not Zach speed. Like I talk too fast sometimes, and you're going nice and slow, maintaining a consistent speed. I love that. Like that's a fantastic job. The framework of really pulling that avatar out, you did pretty good in your gatekeeper approach, but you did not, you could have leaned in on it right there where you were fixing to start going into the, yeah, I mean, I can understand that. I've seen that kind of thing before. Basically, here's what you were doing, whether you realize it or not. You were going down the feel, felt, found road, right? I understand you feel. A lot of my other clients felt the same way, but what they found after working with me is that we did X, Y, and Z for them, right? You were doing better than most agents do with feel, felt, found, but I still freaking hate feel, felt, found because there's a faster, easier, simpler way to get what you're actually after, right? Had you leaned back in and been like, oh man, the guy. So, okay, just a second ago, you said, I don't know if that's us. When I said companies that love and care about their people, I'm guessing you were just kind of, are you joshing with me or do you not genuinely care? No, man, I'm pulling you. We're a bunch of family around here. I love these guys. How many of them are you? Well, there's 12 of us. No, we're a real small group. 12. Gotcha. And you do have benefits? No, we don't have benefits in place. Wanted to, we couldn't find what we were looking for. I don't want to waste your time, blah, blah, blah. All that crap that we were sitting there talking about. And then you started going down the feel, felt, found road. That was your opportunity to just lean back in and go, well, hold on. You said that you've tried to find a solution before. You're wanting to do something. You just haven't found the right thing based on your budget. Yeah, correct. So what I'm hearing you say is you could if you would if you could. I would if I could. Okay. That's what I specialize in doing. I help make woods be coulds, or coulds be woods, or whatever.
Woodchuck chucks wood.
A woodchuck could chuck wood. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck? Right? Whatever.
That's right.
The point is you just lean back on that avatar plus desire. So if I'm hearing you right, you are the avatar. And if I'm hearing you right, you would do it if you could do it. You just haven't found the right thing based on your budget. Yeah. Well, I specialize in helping people that have small budgets still do things to take care of their employees. Would you be willing to give me about 30 minutes, see if we can help you? I don't know, Brad. Looked at stuff before, never found the thing. I hear you. That's why I'm not interested in wasting my time or yours. Would you give me 30 minutes if we can find something that works for you based on your budget? It's not more complicated than staying with the desire. If they are the avatar and they truly have desire, I promise you will schedule the appointment. Way more so than feel, felt, found. Let's just do this. Come on, won't you please? Avatar plus desire, avatar plus desire, avatar plus desire. Is that helpful, Brad?
Yeah.
Why don't you, like, you're probably one of the newer people inside of the S&I / I mean, you've been in the industry forever, but tell me back in your own words what you just heard me say.
what I heard you say is that I should avoid overcoming objections. I heard you say I should avoid most of the training I had for almost 20 years and just to work my avatar and ask qualifying questions as opposed to answering objections.
You got him, dude.
Yeah, I can't argue with any of that other than to say this, right? Like I hear this from especially insurance veterans all the time. Like, man, I've been trained for 20 years how to overcome objections and that da. It's not that I don't want you. Yeah, it is true. I don't want you to overcome objections. It is very, very old school.
Old
And here's
school.
the point that I make to people all the time. This is the big point that I make all the time, right? I don't give a flip about Zach's opinion, his training, his advice, his suggestions. Like, who the frick cares what this guy says? What I ultimately care about is what is the market telling me? And if I go out into the market and I'm trying to build my pipeline and I'm overcoming the market's objections and the market keeps kicking my freaking ass all over the place, then I probably should listen to that boss and say, geez, that isn't working like it used to. Maybe I should try what Zach's been telling me to try, Avatar plus Desire. Oh my God. Like now I'm going out to the same market, talking to the same market about a different message, and I'm getting a different result. Ultimately, the results is what's going to drive behavior. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yes.
Yes.
That's all I want you to try. Like, I don't freaking care that Zach says don't overcome objections. You can take my opinion and stick it where the sun don't shine. Take it to your boss, ask your boss which one it prefers, and then watch what happens.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And then Hakeem, you've also been in the industry for more than 10 years. I don't remember the number, 14, 16.
Yeah. I mean,
Long
off
time.
and on, I've been in the business over 20 years.
Okay.
I've been with
So
this
2
company.
decades in the business. The last 5 or 6 weeks of last year, you started changing the way that you were doing approaches and DM conversations. And what happened?
Open more accounts than anyone in the office. Actually, my team opened more accounts.
hell
And
yeah.
most of that came after Rebecca introduced me to the Ninja Sales Ninja.
Mhm.
That's all. You started listening to the market. You did what the market asked you to do, and the market rewarded you with new accounts, new premium, new growth, new commission. It's that simple.
Mhm.
All right. Brad, toss the ball, would you please?
I think I'll toss it to Rebecca again. She's looking
Awesome.
disappointed
Rebecca, you're up.
she didn't get to say anything.
Rebecca, you would be muted.
Yes, I would. Sorry. Let's
Which
work
one
on
of
that
those
handshake.
four would you like to attack?
Let's work on that handshake.
I love it. Let's do the handshake. This is a lead that you've qualified, you followed up with, the decision maker finally took your phone call or finally came out of the office to greet you. It doesn't matter. It's the exact same methodology, either phone or field. Here we go.
Let's see. I guess I am on the phone.
I'll help you. This is Zach.
Hi, Zach. Thank you so much for taking my call. I've been trying so hard to catch you, and I guess I finally did. Thank you so much. My name is Rebecca. You may remember my name from my emails.
Sure. Yep.
Great.
What can I do for you?
I presume because you're taking my call that you have you have some interest in why I'm trying to get a hold of you.
Hakeem pushed you through. So what can I do for you?
Oh, okay. So you're not even aware of. Okay.
Yeah.
So what I do, just a little bit about who I am, who I serve. I serve business owners who love their employees, want to take care of them, but for one reason or another, they just maybe haven't been able to because of cost, the high cost of insurance.
Okay.
Maybe you haven't been introduced to other products that are out there. Whatever it is, you want to help them, but you just, time gets away from you and you just haven't done it for one reason or another.
All right. Time out.
That sound like you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
Because we're using way too many. I'm gonna give you the exact same
Too many
advice. So
words.
my dad has worked for me. He's in the pic. Well, I don't know where he is on your screen, but he's on screen today. Hi, Dad. He's been part of my operations for, I don't know, better part of 15 years, maybe more. And for 15 straight freaking years. What have I told you, Dad?
You talk too much, right?
Keep it simple. Quit talking. Shut up.
Shut up. Like, I've never told somebody on planet Earth to shut up more times than I have my own dad, right? Rebecca, you gotta get much faster to the point. If you
I've never done.
guys, the more you talk, and I know that you do this in Ninja class, and I know everybody's nervous, and we got cameras on and people watching us, and Zach's on the call, and blah, blah, blah. Well, suck it up, Buttercup. The whole point that we're here is to sharpen iron and get better, right?
Right.
Right. Okay. So the advice, the coaching for you, the quick coach is you've got to get straight to the point. Zach, thank you so much. Here it is. Rebecca. Oh my gosh, Rebecca, thank you so much for taking my call today.
Oh, you're welcome. What can I do for you?
Well, it's actually what I hope that I can do for you. I love getting to work with small business owners who take care of their employees and either have insurance or looking to put an insurance program in place, but maybe, whatever, costs are too high, deductibles are too high, who knows, whatever. If you guys have looked at benefits, or do you have benefits in place currently?
We've got some,
Oh, you do offer insurance.
just, we offer, what we can afford, like vision and dental.
Okay, so just a very, very, very basic thing.
Hmm.
Would you like to be able to do more if you could?
Yeah, it just, we just have a smaller budget.
Gotcha. And if I remember right from what Hakeem had told me, you guys are like 12 employees. Is that true?
Yep.
And when you say budget,
Hello,
Just,
making sure.
what, per employee? What can I afford per employee? We just,
yeah, when you say budget, are you talking, y'all looked at stuff before and it was too expensive? What did you mean by that?
yeah, well, I've looked at health insurance and it just seems like, I have to pay for 50% of it and I just don't have the budget for what they're asking.
Fantastic. Okay, got it.
Great.
I tell you what, would you be willing to spend maybe 30 minutes with me, look at what we do and how we help small business owners that have a very limited budget, but would love to do something and see if we can help you?
Yeah. I doubt you can do anything, but I'll listen to
No,
you.
if we don't try.
Won't know if we don't try. I'm open to anything. Like I said, I want to help my employees in any way I can, but
Okay, so now we're gonna get to the date and time, right? Tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock, whatever, doesn't matter.
Mhm.
The point is, guys, look at what Rebecca and I just did. Rebecca, why in the world did you give me that appointment?
because I didn't know there was something out there. I want to know if you can show me something that I just wasn't aware of, because so far I haven't seen anything that I could afford.
So the simple answer is because she is my avatar and she has
Desire.
Desire.
It was that easy. Okay, so you are offering something. Yeah, we're offering something, but so you
There's
would
a but.
love to if you could. Well, yeah, I would love to if I could. I just haven't been able to. Okay, then we should probably meet then. That's like exactly what I do. Would you be willing to? I mean, I would. I just don't think we're going to be able to find anything. We won't know if we don't try.
That's
Like
right.
it should be that simple. I don't need to tell her about, I understand exactly how you feel. There's a lot of clients I meet with and they tell me the same thing, and limited budgets and employees can't afford stuff and deductibles are so high and problem. And I'm a problem solver. You want to meet?
I love it.
Because like, guys, get this, right? If I make the approach, the initial contact with this decision maker, if I make it easy and simple and I get straight to the point, I am 5 times more likely. I made that number up because I don't know what the stat is, but I am way more likely to get a yes. I'm willing to meet with you based on the clarity of what you just said. But if I get confused by all your found, and I get confused by all your stupid objections, and I get confused by pre-tax savings, section 125, yo mama, blah, blah. If I start getting confused, I am not meeting with you. First of all, I don't trust at all. If I can't understand what you're asking for on the phone, there's a 0% chance I want to meet with you in my office. Does that make sense? Say yes.
Yes.
I hope that you're getting the power in that. That's why I want you to get straight to the point. Who I am, who I serve, what I'm going to ask for, or what I do, in this case, what I do for the who I serve. Who, what? Decision maker handshake. Rebecca, in your own words, what did you just learn?
I need to stop complicating it, make it simple, make it easy enough for them to understand so that they cannot misunderstand. Make it so easy that they, remember that?
Yes.
I love that. Come on. Love it. Good job. All right. We got time for probably 1 or 2 more. Who has not went today? Jean has not went. Kevin has not went. And is that Wendy down there? Wendy has not went. All right. So Rebecca, pick one of those 3, would you?
Let's go Wendy. Wendy,
welcome to Ninja Class. Which one of those 4 would you like to attack this morning?
I want to do the gatekeeper approach.
Let's do it. Gatekeeper approach. You're either walking in or phone. It's the exact same thing either way, but since we're on Zoom, we'll make this one a phone.
Okay.
This is Zach at ABC Company. What can I do for you today?
Hi, Zach. My name is Wendy. And I'm
Hi,
hoping
Wendy.
you can help me out today.
I will try to. What's going on?
Great. Well, I work with small local businesses in the area on their benefits, and I was hoping you might be able to get me to the person who's in charge of that kind of stuff. And I don't necessarily need to be transferred, but I'm just looking to shoot them a quick email.
Okay. For what now? For benefits?
Yes, for employee benefits.
Got it. Yeah, that would be Hakeem.
Okay. And Hakeem is your...
He's head of HR.
Oh, awesome. Great. So Hakeem, does he have an email address?
Yeah, you can pull it off the website. I mean, it's just hakeem.c@abcplumbing.com or something like that.
Perfect.
It's right there online.
Great. I appreciate that. And could you tell me, just so that I make sure I send over the appropriate email, about how many employees you have there?
Oh my gosh. We've got to be, I'm guessing we're 50, 60 at this point.
Okay, perfect. And are they all local to where you're at?
No, we've got a couple of different outfits around the state.
Okay. But Hakeem is the person who is in charge of it for all of that's like the headquarter person, correct?
Yep.
Great. Zach, you have been a great help. I want to thank you very much.
You bet.
That was good. That was awesome.
Fantastic. I don't have much to say. Who, why, what, who I am, why I'm calling, what I'm asking for. Nailed it across the board. You made it incredibly simple for me to understand. The only thing I can find to pick on you for at all is at the very top. You talked right through your introduction. Thank you so much for hey, yeah, great to talk to you. I hope you can help me or something. Something you did, you said right there, and I was supposed to, it would have been a natural spot to let me respond, and you just kept going through. Because we talked on top of each other. I did respond and then realized you were also talking. So that's it. Like that was the only little minute thing I could pick on you for. Just remember, if you're going to turn it into a conversation, allow it to be a conversation, which means you got to give them time to respond. Number one, I always recommend that in everything I train. And the primary reason why is if you go on talking for the next 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 22, 32 seconds, and then you expect me to respond, it's much harder. When the first thing you ask me for is information, it puts my defense mechanisms up where I start going, I'm not sure I can hand you that kind of information.
Okay.
Like you
Mhm.
talked for 22 straight seconds before you shut up. So I don't think I can give you that kind of information.
Yeah,
Does that make sense?
got it.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. We got time this morning for Uno. Well, we're going to try to squeeze 2 more in quickly. Gene, which one of those 4? You're on mute.
You pick.
Decision
About
maker
however you want
handshake.
to.
Let's see what you got.
Okay. Hey, Zach, I really appreciate you taking time to come out and greet me. My name's Gene. I work with a company called The Benefit Doctor, and we
Okay.
specialize in helping small, medium, privately held companies fight the status quo in insurance and employee benefits.
What does that mean?
Well, do you offer employee benefits?
We do, yeah. But I don't know what you mean by fight status quo.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, are you used to having rate increases, deductible increases,
Every year.
you know, year over year? I'm sure you've dealt with that if you've been offering benefits for any amount of time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. So what did you get an increase this year?
We did.
You did. You mind me asking about what the increase was?
I don't know. I don't deal with that stuff.
Oh, you don't? There's somebody else that deals with that I should be
Yeah.
talking
Our head
to?
of HR deals with all that crap, and I do everything I can to avoid it like the plague. I don't really know why I'm
Oh,
talking to
okay.
you. To be honest.
Oh, well, they were giving me you as the decision maker, that you made the decisions on whether or
Well,
not
I do
those-
sign the
those-
checkbook, I guess. But yeah, you'd probably want to talk to Keem about this kind of stuff.
Yeah, well, I understand that. Well, as a business owner, let me ask you something. When you
All right,
see
stop.
those rate increases,
Good job. Way to pivot right there. I threw you a freaking curveball and you nailed it out of the park. Great job. I love where you
Thank
were
you.
headed with that. All right, Gene. Same exact thing I just told Wendy, though. When you opened up with who you are and who you serve, you walked right through it. Didn't give me time to talk at all.
I know.
So be careful, guys. This is why we practice until we don't get it wrong. We don't practice till we get it right, right? Like it's these little bitty, teeny tiny, stupid details that people are like, why are you picking on me for something so dumb? Well, because the dumb stuff matters.
Yeah.
The dumb stuff is the difference in adding an additional comma to your bank account. So be careful about things like that. Just slow down. Who you are, man. It's so good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Yeah, man, you bet. What can I do for you?
Right.
My name's Gene. I've been trying to reach out to you. I work for this company, do this thing. The only other thing I would do is make sure that you get really laser focused in. Your avatar was a little bit choppy. I would rather see that thing. I need to be emotionally drawn into that or viscerally repelled by it. And yours was, I would call it somewhat neutral until you got to the whole status quo thing. But I gave you a softball right there because I'm like, status quo, what does that mean? I liked it. It was a good curiosity hook. So from a marketing standpoint and a curiosity hook, that was fantastic. I really liked it. But other than that, clean it up a little bit.
Got it.
All right, we're going to let GPAW go, and then I got to get off this call in 3 minutes. So you got 3 minutes to do, let's do decision maker handshake again, because I saw your nonverbal communication on it. Decision maker handshake finally got me out of the office or on the phone. Go.
Hey, Zach, thank you so much for taking my call.
You bet. What can I do for you?
Well, my name is Kevin, and I work with local businesses who offer benefits to their employees, and they're just not happy with that status quo every year at open enrollment.
Okay.
I mean, do you come to open enrollment each year with like a made up mindset? It's a gimme. There's gonna be a rate increase. That's just the way it's been every year, year after year. Deductibles and out of pockets are gonna go up, and just the fact that my employees are probably not gonna be happy about it. Is that what it is what it is, in other words? Can you relate to that?
I mean, yeah, some of that, yeah. We've definitely seen our fair share of rate increases. This year we were neutral. We didn't get a rate increase at all. So, I mean, I guess that's good.
That's great. Yes, it is. Those are problems. The bigger problems is for most companies is how much is it going to go up, single or double digits, and how much is our deductibles and out of pockets going up, and will our employees, or how many of our employees aren't going to be able to afford coverage for them and their families? Zach, would you agree that those can become real problems?
What are you calling for? Like, let's get to the point here.
Well, if we had a way to make your benefits dramatically better at or lower than what you're paying right now, would that be worth 30 minutes of your time just to learn more about it?
Man, I would love it if you'd asked me that like 5 minutes ago.
I know I talk too much. I wish you'd teach us
Yeah.
to shut up.
2
So-
ears, one mouth.
Overall, great job. The only thing I'm going to tell you is the same thing I've told you for 15 years, like reduce the number of words by 80%. So again, you went on a fishing expedition of which one of these things sounds familiar? Which one of these things is your pain? Which one of these things is your problem? Does any of this sound familiar to you?
Phil,
I
Phil,
don't
Phil.
care. I don't freaking care about any of it. Get to the point. Why are you calling me? Who are you and what do you want? Right? So it was a cleaned up version, but it was still a version of I'm going to go fishing for pain points. And if this avatar I happen to be speaking to has a known pain that they're completely aware of and they're actively looking for a solution, then I'm going to book this meeting with you. But I don't like that math. That math means known pain plus known pain plus actively seeking solution equals DM scheduled. That is much, 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 much smaller of a piece of the market than Avatar plus Desire. Oh my gosh, you guys are already offering benefits. Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. And okay, so man, I love getting to work with companies that are offering benefits, taking care of their people, and we try to find ways that we can offer better benefits than what you're offering today for the same or less money. Would you be willing to meet for like 30 minutes, see if we can do something? Well, I don't know, Kevin. We literally just did open enrollment in December. We just finished our annual enrollment. Why don't you contact me in September? I could do that. I absolutely could do that. But what, and then you clarify once again, right? Instead of trying to pick apart, hopefully one of these things might be an actual pain. When if you're dealing with a decision maker like me, all I'm going to be sitting there going is, get to the point. What do you actually want? And the more I have to think through, what do you actually want? The less and less and less I'm going to be willing to take this meeting no matter what you say. Because I don't want to sit down and
Because
talk
I'm
to you.
working. I'm busy, right?
I don't
Doing
want to
stuff.
spend, you tell me 30 minutes and I'm like, bro, you spent 10 minutes on the damn phone and I still don't even know what you want. Does that make sense? Avatar, Desire, DM scheduled. Not pain plus known pain plus actively looking for solution to pain equals DM scheduled. That will also work so long as you understand your market's going to be this big. All right, what'd you learn today?
Avatar plus Desire, a much quicker way to get an answer.
Much quicker. All right, Rebecca, I see you nodding your head. You're either very excited about something that just happened or you're not excited at all about something that just happened. What are you thinking?
On mute.
You're muted.
I just think you're amazing.
Amen.
The way you just take
And-
everything apart, and I would never have thought of anything that you just said.
Because we've been trained for the
Yeah,
last.
it was too
however.
wordy, but yeah, I just never would have gotten to where you break it down for us. So anyway, I every time you have a comment, I wonder how you remember what we just said and everything, just everything. Thank you.
You're welcome. Guys, listen, like
Yeah,
bottom
Rebecca.
line, I'm going to wrap up right here with this today. It is vitally important that yes, you do have to learn to actively listen. And that is probably the hardest skill to learn to master, right?
Yeah.
The second hardest skill to learn to master is to shut the freak up.
Mhm.
If you can learn to do those two things, most of you will triple, quadruple, quintuple your income.
Yep.
Truly. Truly, truly, truly. Actively listen. What does actively listen mean? It means pay attention to what they're saying, and then you work that into the framework of who, what. It's not more complicated than that, but here's the issue is when we fall back into our habits of what we've developed over 2 years, 10 years, 5 years, 20 years, like whatever it is, we are so freaking accustomed to hearing the objection and then dialing in on that. Or the thing of the last 5 years has been the change in consequence. If I don't make the change, what's the consequence? In other words, pain. Screw pain. The only people that buy or move based on pain are ones with known pain and actively looking for solutions to the known pain. That is a horrible way to try to market. Great way to close, terrible way to market. This is marketing. Marketing is lead generation. Marketing is finding out, are you my avatar and do you have desire? You don't, adios, peace out, see you later, one out,
Deuces.
two in.
GTF out of here.
Okay. With that, I got to jump because I have another call I have to be on in 6 minutes. So it's been fun hanging out with you guys. Hope you had a lot of fun today. Continue to practice this stuff. Get in front of a mirror, get in front of each other. Practice, 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 practice. I'll see you back next Wednesday. We'll continue to sharpen.